A warm greetings to all of you who have joined for this webinar today. And we are really thankful after a hard day's work, all of you have tuned to our webinar and decided to learn for another hour with us. On behalf of REVA University and REVA Academy for Corporate Excellence, I am Dr. Shinu Abi, taking you through this very interesting, exciting webinar on AI ML disruption, the new normal. Today's session would be about an hour. We would start now and up to about 8:30 or little beyond. And today's webinar will be led by one of our favorite mentor who has been part of our programs and been a great support, Mr. Rajiv Bhattacharya. He is a global leader, data and analytics. He's in the strategic sourcing and procurement division at Cargill. Before I introduce Okay, so I might have to start again because for some reason I had muted. So sorry for that goof up. I'm just taking a confirmation, Dr. Vaibhav. Uh, was
Yes, yes, it is going fine, Dr. Shinu. Please continue.
Okay, okay, great. Thank you. So, REVA University is a very young, dynamic, growing university located in the north part of Bangalore in Karnataka and hosting about 15,000 students who is going through about 70 plus UG, PG courses and PhD programs. And we have a very strong, dedicated set of faculty, non-teaching staff and recently REVA University has been bagging a lot of ranks and awards because of the committed focus and dedications led by our Honorable Chancellor Dr. P. Shamaraju and the entire management as well as the teaching and non-teaching staff. So I would request those who are new to our university, please look up on us at reva.edu.in to know more about our programs. We have a range of programs, mainly engineering to science and technology, commerce and management and other areas. We represent REVA Academy for Corporate Excellence. This is a small entity within REVA University, which is specializing in corporate programs. That means we train working professionals and corporates on emerging technology programs. Every year we train about 1,000 plus industry professionals on various skills and especially on their career transitions into these emerging technologies. We have a very dedicated ecosystem which is comprising of various industry partners for certifications or skilling. Plus, we have 50 plus very senior industry leaders who are not just our trainers but our mentors, who is including Rajiv Bhattacharya, who has been helping us to strengthen our programs and improving our the delivery as well as the placement opportunities for our participants. We have currently about 100 plus companies as our hiring partners, and our program, maybe we'll also take you through that little later, but our whole program is experiential with a lot of industry grade capstone project centric, research centric programs. And in terms of the program portfolio, that we have a series of programs specially designed for working professionals, ranging from postgraduate programs, could be masters, MTech, MBA, or PG diplomas in AI, or analytics, or it could be cybersecurity or cloud architecture kind of programs. And we also have customized niche programs which we designed for companies. Our corporate training center is some of the state of the art in the country itself. We have a dedicated security operations center to very technologically advanced labs with live streaming facilities and multiple touch points where today's digital workforce can be connected while skilling on real-time learnings on labs as well as to the classes. So let me now introduce our speaker and the leader of this session, Mr. Rajiv Bhattacharya. He has been, again, as I mentioned, that he's been from our beginning of our program. He has seen the growth of our programs and been a great supporter. He's a very seasoned analytics professional. He comes from analytics, data science, big data, data warehousing, RPA background with 16 plus years of experience of deploying these solutions to real-time projects across domains, across countries, and across the clients. He has been a very avid speaker, writer, author. I remember him writing the red books of Watson Analytics when he was with IBM, part of the cognitive analytics team. So therefore, he has been a very passionate techno-functional leader, and we are so glad that today he's been designated as global leader and leads the data and analytics projects for Cargill. And so today he is going to speak about, as I mentioned,
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Shinu and REVA team for the opportunity. Um, so
Second.
we, yeah,
1 second. There is
sure.
some, yeah, yeah. Yeah, just a minute. I wanted to just talk about the format. So Rajiv is going to talk about the great opportunities AI today opens to all of us, and none of us are spared. So that means the only way to stay in the AI game is to get skilled and upskilled, and kind of opportunities Rajiv is going to talk. He will talk about, say, about 40 plus minutes. And during this time, we are live on YouTube and Facebook as well, plus on this stream as well. So there is a Q&A session and there is an engagement opportunity. Please post your questions there. We will curate the questions at the end of the sessions, and we will request Rajiv to answer those questions, right? And over to you, Rajiv. Looking for a very, very exciting and engaging session.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Shinu, and the REVA team for this opportunity to speak here. So I think is one of the uh, best courses or programs that I had the privilege of getting connected to. So my name is Rajib. As Dr. Shinu already introduced me, I lead the data analytics practice, like the data analytics for a business function within Cargill. So now coming to the AI disruption, AI ML disruption is something which has been there for, I'd say, the last 5 years, maybe has been there for long actually, but we have seen it for the past 5 years. And today we are seeing it disrupting multiple industries that it has already done. I'll talk about some business models over here, which you will see that you already know about it, but we do not actually take a look at the back end, or we might not be thinking in this way. Okay, I'll come out with some examples like that, but I think the more important thing is there, like AI ML is something which is I'd say getting matured right now. And if you look at the Gartner chart of emerging technologies about 5 years ago, the self-service analytics used to be on top, right? And that's where the whole bubble started. And now what is happening is we are getting into AI and ML is getting into different businesses, and there is a plethora of use cases of which you can explore. We'll go over some use cases as well, but just to start, let's say world's largest taxi company, right? Without any doubt, people know that it's Uber, right? So now if you take an Uber ride, have you ever thought that where is this car coming from? Is this owned by Uber? No, that's not the fact. So Uber doesn't own the cars it supplies, right? So you go to the Uber app, you book a cab, it comes to your doorstep, you go to your destination, travel to your destination, you make a payment, and you're done. So you're basically renting a car. You're getting connected with the driver through Uber. It's sending the car. You're completing your journey. You're making your payment. Everything's seamless. But Uber doesn't own that car. Okay. Now coming to the accommodation industry, where if you're going for your vacations or staycations, you must have heard of something called Airbnb, right? The largest accommodation company in the world, which is providing different types of service apartments to single room accommodations, a lot of stuff. But the point here is, does Airbnb own those real estates or those locations where you visit to through Airbnb? No. So they are basically connecting the customers with the vendors, the people who are renting out their rooms with the people who want to stay there. Basically, that's what they're doing. So they are connecting the dots between the vendors and the customers. That's the most important thing. And they have created robust business models around it without investing in accommodation even. Okay, so they haven't invested in real estate, but they are into real estate business. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's come to world's largest retailers or e-tailers. Something like Amazon or Alibaba will come to mind, right? They hardly carry any inventory with them. Amazon definitely carries because Amazon comes with some of the products, but that's not even 2 to 3% of what Amazon sells, right? So what they have is they have large warehouses where vendors can stack up their products, and when you order, it can get shipped to your location. But Amazon doesn't own that product. They are again connecting the dots between the vendors and the customers. So their algorithms, the AI ML algorithms underneath are doing the trick. Okay, another robust business model. Now, on today's day, there are might not be anybody in this call who doesn't use Amazon or Flipkart per se to buy some products, right? It has become the new normal. But the point here is, do you remember when you created your Amazon account? When you logged in for the first time, you went through some products, whether you bought or you haven't bought, you have added something to your wish list, you came out. Next day you logged back in and you see Amazon is recommending you products. How does it do that? So it has already, there is something called customer segmentation, customer profiling, right? So it has already done that for you. It has put you in a bracket with other customers based on your search history or the minimal purchase patterns that it has seen. Okay, and it is trying to find out, it has already found out actually what you have bought, but the people in the same category haven't bought. What other people have bought, you haven't bought. That's how recommendation comes in, right? So that's again a part of the whole AI journey. We'll come to various portions of AI shortly, where I'll take you through different segments of AI, where you'll realize that ML is, of course, a part of AI, probably the biggest part, there is the way it's spoken these days that AI and ML is similar. It's actually not. ML is a subset of the whole AI. Okay, it's a part of the AI journey, of course. Now, coming to the last one, the world's biggest social media company. Everybody knows without doubt it's Facebook, right? Now, how much content in Facebook does Facebook own? Very minimal, practically nothing. Maybe some legal terms over there, some security documentations,